young.
Accountability, right?
Yes, that is.
That's all I
So
need.
there's about 15 of us that meet on Monday morning.
Okay,
And accountability.
how about that, Teresa? Move my mayo cup.
Can you put the screen down just a little, just looks there, maybe, oh, a little higher, yep, there you go.
How's that?
That way you
Good,
can see
Mary?
her writing.
And so there, no one's popped on yet, but they will pop back on in a minute.
And we're already recording.
Yeah, I can pause it for a minute. Want me to pause?
I'm Teresa. This is Andrea over here. You can't see her. There's Nikki. Mary is over here. So we'll just wait a minute until a couple pop on.
There's Sarah.
Hey, friends. We just saw you.
How's it going?
Good. She's got snacks, y'all. She got snacks.
Enjoy.
I'm jealous. I want some snacks.
I went to a lot of trouble.
She poured nuts into a bowl too. I'm gonna pick the almonds out right now.
I did this because all I had this morning is a shake, and I didn't know about them, but I didn't know how long we may talk or what's going on, so we can grab a snack while we talk. Okay, and we are here actually for Mary. Mary, can you stick your head in here and let them know you really are?
Yes, just, I'll just move, you can leave that.
Who's married? Remember, we always talked about, well, I know that Nikki and Sarah know all about this, and Candy might too. Remember our yoga lady, our yoga girl? This is our yoga girl.
We had yoga in my bedroom for a while until David had a heart attack, and
Yeah, and
We
ruined
kinda
all our
ruined all of
yoga.
it.
Thanks, David.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Mary taught us yoga, and now she wants us to teach her how to make money with Young Living. So this is, I've never done anything like this where I'm teaching somebody else and then I have a group zooming in. But I want you to know, I probably will be talking to Mary the whole time, and y'all can just watch, because I really don't know a better way to do this, because this is her day and y'all are welcome to join.
And I think Mary Koloski should be on here in a couple minutes too. So if you could all mute yourselves, that'd be really, really helpful. And that way it's gonna be Mary and Teresa going back and forth, and I'm gonna zip my lip too.
And you're recording, so can you put it on speaker? I mean, yeah, speaker gallery, not gallery, because the recording will then just show.
Oh, it's showing everybody. I
Right.
got you.
We don't want to watch everybody, you know, brushing their teeth or whatever they're gonna be
I
doing.
doubt any of them, but I get, oh, okay. Is that speaker? Wait a minute, no. It should be
Yeah,
on
it
speaker.
is.
It is, but I see Nikki.
Nikki's the one talking.
Yeah, why is that?
Nikki, I don't see your lips moving, but you're the one on here.
It's on speaker.
She's like,
I don't think that's gonna work.
We're just gonna sit here and look pretty.
Okay,
Good.
let me see. She looks good though.
I know.
Okay, let me see here.
Good lighting.
She's gonna kick my butt. Okay, let me go back here. Why is that happening?
I don't know. Oh, okay, Sue said, I see you, not Nikki. Okay,
Oh.
so you're seeing us.
But we only see Nikki.
Oh, well, that's fine.
I see y'all.
Long as it's
Oh,
recording.
now I see
correctly.
Casey. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, we will just go with it. And this is her time, so it doesn't matter anyway. Okay. In the beginning is where we're starting.
That's it. In the
So,
beginning.
so what products have you used so far?
My favorite is the exfoliating mint scrub for the face, and of course lavender and progesterone plus,
Progessence Plus?
progessence plus.
Mhm.
Those are the ones I use regularly.
Mhm.
And then previously I have ordered the starter pack of oils, and then the Serenity
Mhm,
3-pack of Take Me Away,
mhm,
you know.
Take me away.
Yes, yeah.
mhm.
And that's pretty much, oh, well, I've used. Yeah, the Thieves hand sanitizer,
Mhm,
the Thieves cleaning solution, Nina gave me,
Mhm.
some.
Uh-huh.
But nothing, the only consistent products is the facial scrub, lavender, and Progessence Plus recently.
Well, I'm convinced that you can build a business with just lavender or Progessence Plus. Either of those are gonna change people's lives. But we will talk about how to do it. So have you ever talked to anyone about Young Living?
I did, a group of yoga people,
Mhm.
yoga students, and we had ants And I
Yes.
had mat spray that I had made with witch hazel and peppermint.
Mhm.
And we sprayed the mats and sprayed the ants, and because peppermint, oh, I guess peppermint's another like catch-all
Mhm,
amazing
right.
oil.
Yes.
And so some of the ladies were like, oh, you use Young Living, and I said, yeah, and then I put it in like as a incentive for them to come to all 10 classes. And then everyone who came to all 10 classes, we raffled it, and I gave them a Serenity Pack.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And so that's how I've used it. I didn't have any purchases from them, but I had a negative Nancy, literally, in the group
Yeah.
that was, oh, you're one of those. Here, let me show you what I use, and then whipped out her stuff, and and I just kind of
Yeah.
let her do her thing.
Yes.
So, I told my sister, and same thing. Oh gosh,
Yes.
network marketing. Like I've never
That's what Danny
actually
did to me.
shared it with anybody who was like, oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I think because after the first couple of experiences, I was just like, I'll just use it because I like it.
Yes.
I just kind of cowered down. So
And don't, because you're gonna get more no's than yes, it's gonna be, and then when you start getting the yeses, you're just gonna keep on.
well, and just historically, just a little bit about me, my personality, tend to be very spontaneous and ever changing and seeking new things. And so when I tell people that are close to me, they're like, oh, another temporary hobby,
Right.
just because of the nature of my personality. So
That's what it takes. It takes consistency.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about that on Power Hour.
and
It
that's
does
why I'm
take
here,
consistency.
is for
Yes.
consistency and accountability.
Good.
Because those are my weaknesses: preparing, planning, consistency, accountability.
Yes.
I can do all the other stuff.
Okay,
great.
then let's go to the beginning and show you what you need to know.
All right.
The first thing that really confused me was sponsor and enroller.
Okay.
Do you know the difference?
I believe you're the enroller and you're the sponsor.
Nope.
No, I enrolled you, and the sponsor, she's my upline.
Okay, let me tell you
Okay,
what
she's
it
gonna
is.
explain
Okay,
it.
let's just go from the
All
beginning.
right.
The enroller is the person that tells you about the product, that tells you about Young Living, and actually enrolls you. They show you, they give you their member number, they get you
Right.
enrolled. The sponsor may be them, but they have the privilege the first 30 days, I think it
Mhm.
is, you can email in. They have the privilege of moving you in their organization anywhere they want to.
Oh, okay.
But after those few days, then they can't do that unless you do it. You have to move yourself.
Okay.
So if Andrea
Mhm.
enrolled you and I was under her, then she could either take you as the sponsor, she would be your sponsor, or she could make me the sponsor. So let me explain the benefits here.
Right.
So I started with enroller and sponsor because the biggest thing that you're gonna want in the beginning is bonuses.
Okay.
Eventually, as you build and you get a big downline, the bonuses are just icing on the cake. You're gonna want commissions,
Right.
but the commissions come when you get established.
Mm-hmm.
So Young Living gives us bonuses to keep us moving,
Yeah.
to incentivize,
Right.
and they're really pretty bonuses.
Yeah.
So as the enroller, I love a marker board.
Yeah. Go
so-
ahead.
Want me to hold it
I'm
up for you?
I love it.
Hold it up for you.
Okay,
And I will tilt it towards y'all when she,
It would be helpful if we could see.
yeah.
I know,
what
for some reason we can't. Mary,
Mary, I see you on here.
I see Mary on here. I'm gonna mute you, Mary, so we don't hear all your stuff in the background, but I'm glad you're on here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here with I'm gonna try that.
This Mary used to be our esthetician until she left the state.
I know, we miss her. Let's see here. We're not sharing anything. See, I can see everybody that way. But I
This
wanna-
may be the best way to do it.
You
so
think
we can tell
so?
What they're seeing.
Okay, all right, we might have to do it that way.
Okay, so here you are.
Oh, I got you. Yes.
Okay, here's Mary.
Mary, there's two Marys.
Oh, yeah, there's two Marys here and they're both learning. So here's Mary. Mary, you have a friend. Who's your friend? First one pops your mind.
Trina.
Okay, so you have Trina and you tell her about Young Living. But here you have already told two other people. Let's say, who else?
And
Anne
Debbie.
and Debbie. So you've already told them and they're members of Young Living. You tell Trina today about Young Living and you become her enroller.
Mm-hmm.
If whatever Trina orders this month, the first month that she's enrolled, so today's the end of January,
Mhm.
I would suggest enrolling in February.
Right.
because
Mhm.
it's the full
The
month.
full-
Yes.
So don't tell anybody I said that. But I will always, you want to go for the most money, the most bang for your buck. So you have a full month. The first month Trina orders, you get 50% of everything she orders. I mean, half of it.
Yeah,
So if she orders $100 worth of products, 100 PV, okay, that's another term,
yeah.
PV.
the
Mhm.
PV.
PV stands for personal volume. So it's like before taxes, anything like that. It's just the product, and every item in Young Living's product catalog has beside it the PV value. So 100 PV, you're gonna get $50.
Mhm.
If she orders extra, if she like somebody was telling us that somebody had ordered, maybe I got a text this morning, somebody ordered 430 PV this week as a new member. And she's the enroller, so she gets half of that.
That's
400.
amazing.
Yeah,
That is
that's a
amazing.
nice little check.
For a
And
new
this is
person.
new. We didn't
Yes.
always get 50%.
This just started in November.
Yes. So this is a great time.
Yes.
Anytime's a good time, but this is a fantastic time.
So you get 50% of whatever Trina orders this month
Mhm.
as the enroller, not the sponsor, but the enroller.
Right.
And if she begins with a bundle, a starter bundle, then you get an extra $25. And the reason they do that is they really want people to have enough product to get started and to fall in love with the products.
Right.
So they give you a bonus for just introducing them with one of these starter bundles, because that's the thing that they can get started with and try a few things, like if the Thieves bundle,
Right.
you know, who wouldn't want everything Thieves?
I know.
Once they use it, they're gonna want it all. So you have here Trina, and you get 50% of everything she orders this month. But you don't have to leave Trina here. Let's say that you are building this leg and you already have. Is Anne?
And.
Anne has already told 2 people about it.
Okay.
So Anne is also wanting to do this as a business. Or she may not be wanting to, she may have just accidentally told 2 people and they ordered. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
So you may see, okay, this is a good leg for me, because you have to have a certain amount of legs to build an organization.
Yeah.
So you may decide you want to put Trina here to build this leg.
Mhm.
That makes Anne the sponsor.
Okay.
So you're still the enroller, you get the enroller bonus, you get everything to do with the enroller. Anne is the sponsor, so this is building her organization, and it's gonna eventually help Anne because it will help her with her commissions,
Mhm.
but she does not get any of those bonuses.
Right.
This is just the way to structure your organization.
Okay.
So you can leave her here, you can put her here, you can put her here, you can do whatever you want to with it. We now, several of us kind of communicate, okay, I just enrolled this one, where do you think I should put her? And we look at each other's downline, oh, this looks like a good spot, this would be smart. Sometimes you put family together.
Mhm.
I try to always put family together. I had one girl come over and she enrolled under Dana. And her mother came a week later and said, I want in Young Living. I said, okay, I'll put you under Shelley. And she said, I don't want under Shelley. You're my friend. And Shelley's her daughter. And Shelley's not going to ever build this anyway. So I just want to be directly under you. I said, no, you never know what's going to happen. And I'm not separating families. I said, she'll be directly under Shelley. You will. And she said, I'm not. I said, then you're not enrolling under me, because I'm not playing that game.
Yeah, it's your business.
Exactly.
Right.
I said, I don't want to hurt families. Well, it ended up, Shelley's now a diamond in Young Living, and her mother is a gold or platinum. So, you know, you never know. I wasn't going to do this as a business for 7 years. I said, no, I don't want to do this as a business. You never know. So my point is, keep families together. People say, I keep church members together. I don't do that. Churches, people leave, people move.
Yeah.
So that's up to you. That is, you know, you can keep people together if they will work together. But the point is, you are the enroller and Anne is the sponsor. So you get the enroller bonus.
Mhm.
And remember, that's 50% of whatever she orders that first month. But not only that, part of that's fast start bonus is you have Trina here. You've enrolled her, so you get that 50%. Trina now enrolls someone. So
Okay.
she enrolls Sarah.
Okay.
Okay. So when she does, Trina gets that 50% of everything she orders. But you are Trina's enroller, so you get 10%.
Got it. So it keeps stacking up.
No, that's as far as it goes.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's as far as it goes. You get 50% the first month
Mhm.
of everything that Trina orders. The next 2 months, you get 25%.
Oh, okay.
The first month, you don't get the 10% bonus the first month. If she enrolls someone, you get it the next 2 months.
Okay.
So that sounds a little complicated, but it's really simple.
Well, I'm
The-
sure when you start to catch on to the
Yes.
pattern.
But after that, you don't get a bonus after the first 3 months. Then it turns into commission.
Okay.
So on the commission, the first level is 8%. So whoever is on your level 1, you get 8%. All of this is actually in your virtual office.
Okay.
I tell everybody, go to your virtual office. There's a members resource page. There's so many pages in members resources that you can look at and learn from. But one thing is the comp plan. So level 1, you get 8%, level 2, you get 5, and then it's 4, is that right? Somebody nods, Sarah, Nikki, y'all are on it.
Yeah. I'm right here. Yeah,
Beside me.
and she's looking all yellow. I was sending some of them some info while we we're talking. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, that is the commission plan at the very, very basic. But what you're looking at in the beginning is the bonuses. You want the fast start bonus because it's 50%. You want that starter bundle bonus, it's $25.
Mhm.
So immediately, if you enroll one person, then you have some money coming in next month. Paychecks usually, I think the way it's written, they're guaranteed by the 19th, maybe. I'm
I
not
think it is the
sure.
19th now. Yeah, so
Yeah.
between the 17th and the 19th, I thought
Sometimes
that's.
the checks are posted on the 15th, but I've never seen it past the 20th. So next month you'll get the check for that.
Mhm.
It will not come as a check until you make enough money. It will come as a debit card for ARPA.
Okay, we're getting something on here. Nikki, did something pop up with oh, no, sorry. Okay, forget it. I thought something had popped up. They sent me a message and I thought that something was that you weren't being seen. Forgive me.
So you'll get a debit card until you start making so much money. So like Maddie, our daughter, Maddie gets a debit card and she spends it all the time, but it's from Young Living. So that's how they will pay you in the beginning. Then you can get it by check or you can get direct deposit. I never see money. It's always direct deposit.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is the beginning. Sponsor and enroller.
Got a quick question.
Yes.
How many, is there a limit to the number of people you can have level 1?
No.
But the benefit of removing them from level 1 to other levels is that the other people might be strong in building the extra legs.
Yes, it's just a matter of structure because to get
Okay.
commissions, to get the most commissions, you have to change ranks. And to change ranks, you have to have legs.
Right,
I mean, you can have 45 people across your first level
right.
and you get 8% commission on all of those.
But that's gonna maintain, not build.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
So it's really recommended that you have between 7 and 10 on your first level, somewhere in there, because some are gonna drop off and that happens. But if
Yeah.
you just can maintain that I have more than that because we weren't taught this way in the beginning and I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, and you've been at it for longer, so.
Yeah, so I just have all these people on my first level and it really is not smart, but I can't get them moved now. And that's a whole structure thing.
Okay,
So anyway, you can do that any way you see. In the beginning, I would recommend everybody on your first level unless they're connected like with family.
mhm.
So if
Like,
it's
like Anne's my sister,
yes,
and then if she tells folks, then what?
then they will go under her.
Then
If
they go
you,
under her, okay.
if you enroll Ann, your sister, and you tell her, I need to have a class at your house, and you need to invite 4 or 5 people. That's what I did in the beginning. I didn't have a class and I called my best friend. We've been best friends since we were 10. And I said, Gina, I'm building and living as a business now and I need you to have a class for me. She said, I don't believe in that stuff. I said, you don't have to believe in it. You're my best friend and I need you to do it.
Yeah.
You just need to open
She
your mouth.
says, I don't like parties. I said, but you're still my best friend. I said, I need you to do this. I need you to invite your sisters, your sister-in-law, anybody you want to. Just get me a few people in your living room because I need to learn how to do this.
Right,
And she said, I hate this so much. I said, can we do it next Tuesday?
right.
And so she did because I just harassed her until she did it.
Yeah,
And when we sat down at that first class I ever did, I opened up a desk reference book. And that was before anything with compliance or any of that stuff. I just opened, I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never had a business. I've never done anything. I've never had a multi-level marketing business. I never had any business. I said, but these products have changed our life and I think they're gonna help you. So I said, who has a problem? Let's talk about it. I don't
Right.
know what else to do. I didn't know what to teach.
right.
And somebody said, I'm having a lot of trouble with my daughter and she just named an issue. And I said, oh, well, let's look that up.
Yeah,
And so I didn't know any answers. I didn't know what to do. So Dana mentioned a while ago, one of the biggest things is that you don't have to know it all.
right.
You don't
You
have
don't.
to
Gave me
be
this huge book with the spiral.
Oh, the
Yes,
reference
yes.
guide, that's
That's
what
what
she
I'm
did
talking
her
about.
class with, but even if you were to, you know, your first class, I would go with you and I would be there, I mean, you could lead it, I had helped a lot of our people, and I've gone just because, you know, I'm there too, and if you didn't know the answer, I might not know the answer either, but I'm there.
Mhm.
And I am the first to admit
That's
sometimes
what
going,
we
I don't know
usually
the
do.
answer, but I'll find out for you. And then I get back to them. So the thing is that I've helped a lot of, there's some girls on here. Well, I don't think Jennifer's on here right now. And I've gone to help her with her first class. And then she just builds up and gets more confidence on doing it on her own.
So what you would do is you would contact Ann, see if she would have a class, and she can invite anybody she wants to. When she does, and you go teach, or you and Andrea go teach, or you and I go teach, or whoever, we will be there to help you. If she can't do it, then I can probably show up.
Mhm.
But you teach the class, and these are her friends, so that she's the enroller.
Right,
Unless y'all agree ahead of time that it's family members that come and you're just having it at her house, then you just talk to her and say, this is who one of the enroller and sponsor is. I'm gonna be the enroller for this. So it's an enroller and sponsor, if you're working with someone else, always needs a conversation ahead of time.
right.
So they'll understand what's going on. That makes sense?
Yes, and what are the benefits to the sponsor?
The sponsor, that is what builds their downline.
Okay,
There,
got it.
you have OGV, and you're gonna see OGV all the time. That's organizational group volume.
Okay,
People get thrilled when when you say, oh, I just enrolled someone and I made you their sponsor. And people say, oh my gosh, thank you.
Yes.
It's like a Christmas gift
It is a
that you didn't
gift.
think you were getting.
do they get the commission
They get commission from it.
from that?
They don't
Okay,
get bonuses, they
Right.
get commission.
Yes.
okay,
So
So
think
yes,
about
it's major.
your friends and family that would love to make some extra money. Who doesn't like to make extra money?
right.
So I have one girl, I don't think Nicole is on here, Nicole Coburn. Nicole and I have been friends for years and years and years, but our friend Deborah enrolled both of us. But she is the enroller for Nicole and I'm her sponsor.
She put you, okay,
She put Nicole under me. Well, Nicole is one of my diamond legs. That was a great gift for
Right.
me.
right,
So being a sponsor is actually bigger sometimes than being an enroller.
Because it's
Sometimes it
long
can be.
term.
Yes,
right.
enroller is too.
It's two.
because-
They both are.
Yeah, but it is valuable to both people.
Okay,
It's not like one is valuable and the other one is not.
right. Gotcha,
Okay, any more questions
not right now.
on enroller and sponsor part?
New,
That is a big thing because so much is hinging on those positions.
well, I do have one quick question that came to me, so in order for me to make Anne a sponsor, does she have to sign up as a business partner?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so then if I were to ask Anne to host a party at her house, just because she's my sister and she
Mhm.
wants to see me succeed,
Right,
and I enrolled people, they would just be on my first
Right.
level one.
yes.
And then ideally Anne would come around and then, all that, but let's just say Anne is like, no.
But if Ann comes around later, they're already established on your first level.
Oh, you can't put them to, is that what happened to you? You
Mhm.
can't move them after
Right.
they're established as your first?
Not easily.
Okay,
So
Okay.
yes, so that's what I have a conversation with people and
Now or never.
I did a class
And it's
for one
$14.
Yeah.
It's $14, become
Right.
a business, I mean,
But I had a girl in Conroe and I went and did a class for her and she met me outside and she said, I don't want anything to do with this business. These are my friends and they need the product. So put everybody under you. And I said, no. I said, because let me tell you what this means. And I told her in 5 minutes, I told her about the bonuses. I said, I'm gonna get all of those bonuses from your friend. You don't ever have to build this as a business. But if these people enroll today, next month, you're gonna get a really good check. And if I don't put them under you, I get that really good check and I don't even know these people. I said, so I don't want to do that to you. She said, wow, oh, but I don't have to do this as a business. I said, you don't have to.
So you're basically signing up as a business partner for $14 to receive the bonus of
Exactly.
giving the people to someone.
Yes.
my son is on my first level and he purchases every month. But he doesn't do anything on the business side, but he does have to, the other day he said, I gotta see where my tax form is for my Young Living because he makes money.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so he just sends, Mom, I'm gonna send someone over to our Purple Door Cottage so you can teach them.
Right.
You already, and that's the beauty of it too. You already have leaders that have groups.
Right.
You don't have to recreate the wheel.
I'm sorry, our dog's gonna see the FedEx man or something, Young Living is showing up every single day. So I guess you hear them barking. Okay, do any of you have questions?
Unmute yourself. if
Yes, you
do.
have to unmute yourself, but if you have a question while on this subject of sponsor and enroller. Fast start bonus, or if you have a comment that will help Mary, unmute yourself. Or forever hold your peace.
There's some questions coming in.
There's chat down there, but I think they told me.
It's too far away. I see it's Linda. If you have something, Linda, would you unmute yourself and share it?
Sure. Okay, so would those brand partners need to have 50 PV in order to receive the bonus?
Yes.
Okay, so minimum 50 PV. Okay,
Was that the first month? When you enroll someone during the first month, they have to order a minimum of 50 PV in order for you to receive a bonus? Is that what I'm?
No,
No.
if you enroll Anne, then for her, if she enrolls people at her house, she needs to have an order of 50 PV that month to get the bonus.
And does, like a
Ann
personal
does.
order?
If she has people if she enrolls people.
So if you enroll anybody this month, then you need to have an order this month of at least 50 PV to
My
get your
personal
bonus,
order.
your personal.
Got it. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Anything else? Okay. There are some caveats to this that we can discuss, later, because there's so much involved, but these are the basic things. Is there anything here, any of you see that we're missing that may help, I'm sorry to say Anne, what did our metro sister? That may help Mary. Okay, we will keep going. Okay, there's something that you need to know. Do you have the papers that Judy gave us the other day?
It's run out, it's in my car. If you want, I can run
No,
it.
I have it right here.
I was not there. I was out of town.
I know.
So I need to see.
Judy
these.
Kelly put together some papers for people that she's enrolling, and they're really simple and they're really great, and I have.
This is what I think Jennifer Mathis was asking about, so I'm gonna get a copy of that.
So it's just kind of how to enroll, account information. So they have their name and all of their information here, who referred you, what kit you want, any other items you want, and your signature. It's like we always used to use before we had computer stuff.
And I made a shorter version that I took to Mexico with me last week
Yes.
that I didn't ask them for. Did this one, what was it asking for? I noticed this one that it's basically the same one, except I didn't put the information at the bottom. So I can share that as well on Green Diamonds later.
I really like this. I hadn't thought about it, but Judy took the time to put every bundle, because you get the $25 bundle or $25 bonus for the bundle. So she actually put the bundles on the sheet so that you can look at it.
But I don't remember seeing that one.
That one was on Deborah Starkey's. She had that on her group.
Well, Judy sent it to
And
me last night.
Oh, okay, then maybe she made a version of it. That's the one that she had said that she got from And she said to me when I was in Mexico, but I already had one
Okay.
made up.
Well, anyway, it's just
That's a great
a
one.
basic one tool to enroll people. Instead of doing it online, you get all their information, then you go home and you put it in the computer for them.
Right.
We did this for years, but on here, it has referral number. Well, that's, you have your number, your Young Living member number.
Mhm.
That is your referral number. But Judy has on this page your referral link. You log into your YL account, go to the menu and click on share YL.
Mhm.
So she has all this on that paper she gave you. Grab your general referral link. This is perfect to share with someone who wants to explore the website and wants to shop. It will automatically link them to you. And then she shows what it will look like. So you have a referral link already.
Mhm.
So you can go and find that, copy it and put it in your phone. And then you'll have it when you're just out and about talking to people, and you can send it to them to their phone.
Okay,
But that link will be a lifesaver for you.
that's the referral link,
Yes.
so that they, if they want to
Mhm.
explore it on their own with no chitty chatty
Right.
pressure, et cetera, they can go on their own time.
However, the longer you can talk to chitty chatty,
Yeah.
the better. Because if not, they'll go and look at it, but they don't really see the value of it. They may think it's a luxury item.
Yep.
You know, some people do.
Yep.
Getting shadow. So that is our main goal, is to teach people the value of products. Because if they don't see the value of them, they're gonna think, you know, and this is who I was for years. I read about Ningxia Red from Young Living. When I enrolled with Young Living, I enrolled for oils. I didn't know they had anything else. I just needed oils. And so for the first few years, I only ordered oils, nothing else. I didn't know anything else existed. And then I started getting this information in the mail from them about this new product they had, Ningxia Red. But I didn't know there was any value to that. I thought it was an energy drink that you could buy at Walmart or any place. So I just kept buying my oils. And then I got one accidentally in the mail, and they sent the wrong shipment to me that was someone else's. And because of that, I tried it, and then I saw how it changed me, and then I started researching what it actually was. But I had to learn the value of it before I could share it with anybody else, because I didn't even want it. So that's a big thing, is for us to share the value of things. This morning I did a live video, excuse me, on Green Diamonds, our Facebook group, and I did it on Thyromin. Well, I got to thinking about it. I just shared that I take Thyromin. It's for the thyroid. I'm going to go in probably the next few mornings, and I'm going to teach about Thyromin, because nobody really knows what it's for or who should take it or anything. But we order stuff when we know the value of it.
Right.
If it's not valuable to us, it's just a frivolous.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing, is to share with people, your sister. And when you go to teach them or do anything with anybody, a big phrase is all I know is.
I remember you said that the other day.
Yeah. That, and I'll tell you girls, that's one of my best phrases, go-to phrases of all time. And Danny Johnson is the one that came up with it. I don't know where she got it, but I have used it for years. If somebody says, isn't this a luxury item? All I know is it's changed my life. Isn't this one of those pyramid schemes? All I know is if they sent me a check every month and it's never failed.
The pyramid.
You know, all I know is that just stops so many arguments. You're not arguing with them, you're just saying, all I know is.
Yeah.
And sometimes I say, yeah, I thought that, I used to think that too, until, you know, I started getting a check every month. And I started getting involved in a company, and I learned, and now all I know is that it's really a valuable company. So talking about that, now we need to talk about multi-level marketing.
Okay.
These are the things that are going to come up immediately.
Yeah.
Is this a pyramid scheme? Oh, but it's usually not asked, is this a pyramid scheme? Usually it's, oh, it's one of those pyramid schemes.
Or you
Right.
get it online more. People will usually be more bold to say on your social media, oh, it's a pyramid.
About a couple of months ago, I guess it was, Maddie, my 19-year-old, came over to the house. No, I'm sorry. She called me. She FaceTimed. And she said, Mom, I need you to tell my friends about Young Living. I said, well, what do they need to know? And she said, well, they don't think it's legitimate. I said, okay. And one of the girls is 19 in first year of college. And she said, I know what it is. It's one of those pyramid schemes. It's a scam. That's all it is. And I said, well, you may think that. I said, but actually they pay me every month and they pay me a lot every month. And they have, it's a product-based business. We sell products and we get paid for it. I don't care what you tell me, this is a pyramid scheme. And so I said, well, I'm not going to argue with you.
Right.
I'm the one getting the check. I said, so y'all can call me when you actually want to talk.
That's right.
Yeah. We don't like that friend of Maddie's. She's not allowed to be friends with her anymore. That is just rude.
This 19-year-old kid.
Yeah.
They said
They know.
They
it.
know everything.
they
Yes.
heard somebody one time say this is a pyramid scheme, and so
That's it.
they have an insight that nobody else around
Yeah.
has. But when it comes down to it, I tell people there were pyramid schemes at one time, and it gave multi-level marketing a really bad name. But this literally is a product-based business, and Young Living has chose this business model because they could have sold it through Walmart or
Yeah.
Walgreens or health food stores or any of those places, but then that would be the middleman. They would have had to have done gobs of advertising, they would have done all this, but what is the best way to sell a product? It's word of mouth.
Mhm.
So if I have this amazing dentist that never has hurt me and he's made everything perfect, then when I'm sitting around in the living room talking to a group and somebody says something about looking for a dentist, what am I going to tell them?
Oh, you gotta go to. blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is network marketing, but that dentist doesn't pay me anything to advertise for it.
Right.
Mhm.
If I could get commission on all of the Bosch machines, and I started making bread in 1998, and I have told so many people about the Bosch and the Nutri-Grain grinder and all the wheat and all of this stuff. I have half this town making whole wheat bread, but they have never, no one of those companies has ever sent me a commission check. But when I tell people about Young Living, exactly the same way, I do it as a business,
Right.
and now they send me a check.
Right.
So a multi-level marketing company is strictly a company that has chosen a different business model.
Right.
They do not go through all of the advertisement. They let us be the advertisers. Okay, any of you girls have any questions on that or comments? Does this help? We're just making you part of it. Awesome. Do you think a make and take would be too fast for?
I think that's a text message.
Oh, is that not for this? Don't text anything secretive on here because we can read it. This is Andrea's computer that is set up, and evidently Jennifer sent her message and I thought it was a chat on here. Okay. No.
I have a question.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I do have a lot of people that approach me of, I bring this up about the multi-level marketing, and there's other companies out there like doTERRA. And then there's another one out there now that sells somebody from doTERRA that was originally from Young Living and is selling online a lot cheaper. So, and I'm getting a lot of feedback there because they're saying, well, why would I buy through you or buy that when I can buy it for half the price and it's the same product made by the same people? What's a good answer for that?
Okay, you just asked me. You just asked me that question. We'll pretend that you asked me. And my answer is, all I know is I've been with Young Living for a while and they've never steered me wrong. I've been to the farms. You haven't been to the farms, Mary, but you know people that have been to the farms. You know there are farms we can visit. You trust the product. I was in Young Living when doTERRA left. I was there when they called me. The people that left Young Living literally called me and asked me to join them. And after a few phone calls, I told them, don't ever call me again. I was there when they got all of the information from Young Living and walked away and started their own company. Why would I go with that when I have the original? Why would I go with that? First of all, they didn't have Gary Young. Gary taught them, and then they walked away with his information. I stuck with that. But a big thing to me is they don't have Ningxia. None of them have Ningxia. So when people ask me that, I tell them, all I know is I've been with Young Living for a long time and I've seen how they work. I believe in their integrity. And I'm not gonna change. So, if you want to go with another company, that is up to you, but I can't promise you're gonna get the same results. And that's what I tell people every time. I can't promise you're gonna get the same results. And I had one girl sit on my porch week after week as we had porch chat. And then she called me and she said, I really appreciate all that I learned on your porch. She said, but I can't afford Young Living. So I found a company that's much cheaper. I said, well, good luck with it. I said, because you don't know how they're cultivated. You don't know how the oils are distilled. You don't know what's in those bottles. So you don't know if they're actually going to make a difference. I said, I don't trust any other company. So I don't put the other ones down. I just tell them,
You build up. you build
yes,
up.
I build up Young Living. I know what I have here and I don't know what they're getting. And one girl found a bottle of frankincense at a health food store years ago. And it was like $12, I think, for a bottle of, well, frankincense is expensive. It's not 12.
$74, yeah.
Yeah, well, this was like $12. She went home, she's a Young Living member. She went home and she started studying that out. And there's no regulation on labeling for this. There's no regulation on what has to go in the bottle. She made phone call after phone call until she found out that it said on the bottle 100% pure organic frankincense. When she studied it out, she found out that 15% of the oil in that bottle was legitimately 100% pure organic frankincense. The rest of the bottle, I think, was grapeseed oil.
Mhm, mhm.
But because that little bit was 100% pure organic, they could say it.
Mhm.
So I tell people, you don't know what else is in the bottle, but with Young Living, they guarantee there's nothing in the bottle except the oil from the plants. So it's just a matter of the value there.
Yeah, well, and you said it earlier, integrity, just the story behind someone being a part of a company, learning everything, and then taking it and going off to do, that just,
Yeah,
that's just icky.
puts a
Like,
bad
yucky,
taste in your
like,
mouth. Yeah, would you follow them? I wouldn't follow them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just, but again, you don't want to put them down.
No.
But, I mean, just for me, like a little bit of.
And I
common
tell
sense.
them, I've never used doTERRA's products, but I probably never will because I'm not going to try somebody else's oils when I have what I consider the best.
Yeah.
Did that help, Mary?
So I think I'm unmuted. Okay. Yes, it did. And the biggest one now is not so much doTERRA, is that there's a company that came off of doTERRA, which was originally, that is selling it without the MLM.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
So that's the one that's giving me the kickback more, because doTERRA is basically the same, the same
Mhm.
principle, but this one's trying to bypass the MLM and telling you that why would you pay double, triple for the same oil whenever you can buy it at the actual.
What they don't understand is being an MLM doesn't make it more costly. Because these people, whoever it is, they're gonna have to either advertise, they're gonna have to invest money somewhere. So they're gonna have to charge for it. What makes it less money is the product itself is not legit. They cannot make like frankincense oil. You can't make a bottle of you can't bottle a bottle of frankincense oil and have it $12 if it's legitimate frankincense. It's too costly.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
just too costly.
I'm personally afraid to try anything else than
Yes.
Young Living because, and I read labels now since I learned about Young Living and learned about how they manufacture their products. So when I look at an oil in a store and it's outrageously cheap for what it says it is, I question it then because I know how expensive certain products are, especially like rose and
Yes.
frankincense. And, those are not cheap to distill. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's really, I mean, I can always come back with that type of information, but it's just been a little bit of a kickback because people are so financially strained now. And it's like you were talking earlier about it's like, where's the value in this for me? Because convincing them that, even for me, sometimes it's been a struggle, but I try to keep up my monthly, so I can stay in good terms in case, I start getting a bunch of people underneath me, but it's just difficult to get someone to understand that it is a little bit of more of a financial commitment to something, but just teaching them the benefits of it. And I guess that really just comes into being more educated how to present that.
Yes.
So,
Well, it comes down to if you, let's say that you're buying lavender. If you buy a bottle of lavender from another company, whether it's a health food store or another company anywhere, you don't know what's in that bottle because most companies do not have lavender in that bottle. They have lavandin. Lavandin is a great product. It is an essential oil, but it is not lavender. So if you tell someone you really need to have lavender oil in your kitchen, because anytime you spill hot grease on you or anything, then you need lavender immediately. But they buy a cheaper version. It says on there lavender, but when you study the botanical name, it's not. It is lavandin so many times because it's such a cheaper product. And we have lavandin in some of our oils, some of our blends, and it's not bad, but it's not lavender. You put lavandin on that place where you drop that hot oil, it's not going to do anything but make it hotter.
Or the flat iron.
Or the flat iron.
For me and the flat iron, lavender's our best friend.
So if you spend less money to get an oil that says lavender or an oil that says frankincense or peppermint or whatever it is, but it's not pure, it's not unadulterated, it's not what we have, then is it working? Or did you just waste all of your money? I mean, that's not smart. Are you going to have to use twice as much to get a benefit from it? That's not smart. So I try to explain to people that you pay more money, but use 1 drop instead of using 10 drops. And this is legitimate. It's not adulterated. It always, which is what you said, Mary, it comes down to education. So when you study it out and you learn what we have, you don't have to learn what they don't have. We don't have to study out what they have or don't have. We just have to know what we have. Years ago, we were told that people that study counterfeit money or work with counterfeit money, they are never allowed, and this was years ago, it's probably not that way now, we have computer system, but they were never allowed to look at a counterfeit bill. They had to study the legitimate bills all the time, every day, they had to know them. And then when a counterfeit showed up, oh, that's not right. They weren't to look at that. So to me, it's the same thing. I don't care what these other companies have. I don't care what they do. I'm going to learn everything I can about our products. And then all I have to say is, all I know is.
yeah, that's a good answer. Yeah.
And you don't have to know it all, Mary. Remember that, because I know that you're a detailed person and you were able, when you were at Synergy, you could sell anything and any treatment that was going on there, and you felt like you had to know every single bit of it, and you did, and you presented it well. Don't feel like you have to know exactly what every single oil in the kit does right away.
If somebody asks you a question about a product and you don't have an answer, always the answer is, I don't know, but I'll find out, get back to you, always. If somebody asks you a question about the business, I don't know, let me make a phone call real quick because I don't have an answer. First of all, they need to know you're human. You don't have to have an answer. Secondly, that's very duplicatable. They think, oh, they walk away, she can do this, I can do it too. That's what you want everybody to think. If she can be successful here, then I can be successful.
Yeah.
We don't need to know everything. We need to find out where to get everything.
Yeah, Dre can do this.
Okay, Mary, does this help?
Yes.
Yes.
Mary and Mary. This is
Yeah.
the Marys.
Okay, one thing that somebody mentioned that is very important is we don't ever assume anything on anyone. Our biggest issue is assuming they're not going to want the products.
Yeah.
We always assume they don't have the money for them. They're going to think it's not worth it, or they have so much money, they don't need this as a business. Both are wrong. And it's not fair to that person. It is not fair for somebody to look at me and decide she doesn't need that, or she doesn't want that. Thanks a lot. That's my decision. I'm a grown woman. So we tend to do that. We don't share with certain people because we assume they don't have the money for it, or they have too much money, or they're gonna think I'm crazy
Or flaky or.
or flaky, and they will think all of those things. Somebody will. The worst people, the hardest people for me to get was my family.
It's always family.
Yes. for
And first of all, when I
years.
started, I didn't have the money to do this.
Mhm.
We all were on budgets. You were on a
Yes,
budget.
yes.
Teresa was on a budget. We were budget friends. And
We still resell together.
yes, so it was worth, I mean, think, how can you start a business? And back then, I think the kit was,
Well,
It
when
was
I
cheap. It
started,
was cheap.
Deborah mentioned it yesterday on her talk. When I joined in living, it cost $5 to join. You didn't get anything for it. You had to pay $5 to join. The thing is now, you're talking about people not wanting to be part of an MLM. Today, you don't have to have the $5. You can be a customer and order just like you order from Amazon.
exactly, and
That's
people
what
like
works
that. That is that's really helped us.
If they decide they want to do it as a business and get the bonus checks or the commission, they spend $14.95 on a kit.
That's like paying for shipping,
Exactly.
but it's long-term.
$14.95, and then they're
That's
eligible
great.
to have a legitimate business that may bring them in $100,000 a month. Yesterday, that's what Deborah said. She's a Royal Crown Diamond, and Royal Crown Diamond's average income in 2020, I think she said,
Yes,
was $144,000 a month.
a month.
That was the average
Mm.
income. So for $14.95, you have a potential of having a business that's lucrative.
If you opened up a shop here in town,
Another resale shop.
yeah, how many resale shops can one little town have?
We have resale shops and Mexican food restaurant. That's
Yeah.
all we have in our. But it costs a lot of money to
Mhm.
invest in a business. With Young Living, it costs $14.95, and then you order products.
Yes,
You have to order every month to be able to be eligible for a commission or for bonuses. But what you order is things you use anyway.
Right.
It's not, you have to, it's not like some of these multi-level marketing companies, and there are a lot of them that you have to have an inventory. You start off and it costs you $2,000
oh, yeah.
to buy into this. And then every month you have to buy all of these products. And then when you decide this didn't really work out, then you have a garage sale and sell it all because it didn't work. No, all we have to buy is what we order, what we will actually use every month. And try something. Deborah mentioned this yesterday too. Try something new every month. Just order one new thing.
Yes.
And when you order it, go home and get that little spiral notebook out and find out what it says about it.
That's why I love giving those out, because you have all that knowledge in there. And there's ways to say it compliantly. Remember when if you're in person like we are right now, we don't need to be compliant, but if you
But we
get on.
are being recorded.
We are being recorded. We're being very compliant. Sorry, I was reporting. But if you are being recorded or you're on social media, remember PMS. Promote, maintain, and support. Those are the words you want to use. Promote, maintain, and support.
Thyromin supports my
Supports,
thyroid.
Yeah,
Ningxia supports my immune system, maintains my
maintains,
health.
yeah,
Promotes good health.
promotes good. So just always remember PMS.
That's right.
But not the kind that's giving you cramps, just it's gonna keep you, and that's what you get, or this may, every morning I drink this and I can't imagine life without it. People get stumped and they say, well, I can't share, I don't know what to say, and I don't want to just turn your words around.
Share life.
This is so, it's not hard. And we want to be duplicatable,
Okay.
and we want people to use.
So we were talking about not assuming anything.
Yes,
You need to remember all the time, people buy what they want and 99% of the time. How many people will go to McDonald's and they'll drop $15 today on junk?
That they don't get to take home with them.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't get to-
well, on
That's-
their hips.
That's
and-
right, you take it
yeah,
on their hips.
And in
A lot of people are gonna go buy scented candles.
Mhm.
My asthma doctor told me that's one thing I could never in my life have because it shuts down my bronchial tubes, scented candles. So you can't see it, but I have a diffuser going over here that does nothing but open up my bronchial tubes. So people will buy what they want.
Mhm.
In most cases, there are cases where people are just so
Right.
tight, they cannot. But most of us know that if somebody really wants something, they're gonna go get it.
We live in that society.
Yes, we do.
It's a click away,
Yes.
a click away.
So it comes down to not assuming anything for anybody. but you show them how desperately they need this product. And most people do. Most people really, really need Ningxia. Here it is.
Well, and it's a difference between them scanning over Amazon for the deal of the day and or
Yes.
knowing what they want to spend their money on.
Yes.
Because people, like you said, they're gonna spend it,
Yes.
so.
And some people, I know one of the girls in California, she just Ningxia, that's what she based her business on. Some people focus on thieves and they
Yes.
say, that's what I'm going to promote the most. I am going to tell them about everything else. So sometimes people start off that way, their
Mhm.
business, and they say, I'm going to focus on telling everybody about Ningxia. And then I will add in the other things. That's a good way to do it.
You girls have anything here? Mary didn't know she was just gonna be here and we're gonna be teaching everybody.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I just jumped on the Zoom bandwagon like 2 weeks ago. I know
Oh.
everybody's been using it for years,
Yeah,
but I just
it's
got on
handy.
it
Oh, I'm
like
glad
2
you
weeks
did.
ago and I'm like, I love this.
It's so handy. I talk to these people that are literally all over the world.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, we got Mary's in Pennsylvania and
Linda's in San Antonio.
Candy's up in Massachusetts and Nikki's in South Carolina.
Iva, aren't you in Orange?
She's
Is that
in
what you are?
Orange, Texas.
Yeah.
Where's Casey?
Casey, we don't know where you
I don't know
live.
where Casey is.
I'm in Bullard, Texas,
Fuller,
Oh, yeah.
East Texas.
East
Yes.
Texas. Oh, nice and green.
So, let's see, what else? Don't reinvent the wheel. And that's kind of
Yes.
what we were talking about a while ago. Just call somebody. Don't try to know it all. The people that have the biggest struggle with success with Young Living, they may enroll, 40 people in the next 6 months. But to change rank is so hard on them. And the reason is because they are the go-to for everybody. They are the one, they are the oily person. They're the one that knows it all, that everybody's gonna go to them for the answer. That is not duplicatable. If you start enrolling people and they start coming to you for all of the answers and you immediately give them all of the answers, they're gonna think, I can't do this. I don't have all this knowledge. But if you tell them, I don't know, but I have a book, let me look at it. Do you want one of these books?
Yeah.
Like you did for me.
Exactly.
It wasn't that I didn't want to help you, but I wanted you to have that at 3 o'clock in the morning when one of the kids wakes up and something's going on. You don't have to wait till 7 a.m. to say, hey, Andre, what's going on?
Yeah, well, like you said, educate.
Do not be the leader. Be a leader among leaders.
Right.
Because if you're the one, nobody else is gonna rise up to be like you. And you want to be duplicatable. You want other people to do what you're doing. That's how your organization grows. So it's a cheat. It sounds like I'm cheating, but so many times people call and ask me something, what would you do for so-and-so? Have you Googled it yet?
Yeah,
Google,
yeah.
whatever the problem is, and then Young Living in quotation marks, and you're gonna get page after page after page and read it and see what's good.
Well, it's like teach a man to fish.
Exactly.
Give a man to fish. And I mean, it's things, these are values that they are long held values that
Yes.
people. It's just really interesting how Young Living gets this bad rap, but we're instilling
Common sense.
common sense. I mean, just the values, just like those old values that people value and want to live by, but then they get mad at you for doing it.
Well, and the other thing, you can go to some of the groups, like in our Purple Dark Cottage, somebody's will ask me a question I've already posted a million times. I'll say, go up to that little search bar up at the
Yes.
top of our Purple Dark Cottage
In your
and
word.
put in thyroid. And then everything I've ever posted about
Yes.
thyroid is gonna come up.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just giving them that information, like the Google.
Yes.
I'll pop
But-
over to Sue or Sarah's and go see what they have on that information,
She just said my Purple Door Cottage.
our Purple Dark Cottage.
Our Purple Door Cottage.
Yeah.
I'm not, I keep telling her.
Well, she can be on it. Do you want to be on it? I'm gonna put you on it. Do you want to be a member?
She has this great group and I'm not a member of it.
Well, I thought you
No,
were
I think
overwhelmed.
so.
She's okay. She don't want to
But
hear me
I do
talk.
like to hassle her about it. But Mary, you're in her organization. A lot of you are in Andrea's.
What's my name?
Andrea?
Andrea?
A lot of you are in Andrea's organization. Most of you are. You don't need your own Facebook group. You don't need anything.
No.
All you have to do, she trains every Thursday night.
Yes.
She trains. So send people to her often.
And I post daily. So you don't
Yes.
have to reinvent the wheel.
Exactly.
So like Jennifer's not on here right now because she's working a real job. I tell you just, you sign people up and you put them in our Purple Door Cottage and that's where they're getting education. I've had people that said, well, I want my own group. That's fine if you want your own group, but a lot of times when what they're doing is they're pasting what I pasted and they're putting, I don't mind, I share. You can take anything that I post in our Purple Door Cottage and post it to your personal.
But sometimes
But
people
it's
want their
better.
own page, so they will be seen as the leader.
Yeah, and I don't care about being a
We
leader.
don't need to be a leader.
No.
We need to be a leader among leaders. I can
Yes.
say that.
So
because-
basically, anybody that I would enroll, I'm gonna say, hey, join this face group.
Yeah.
And it's.
Yeah, it's our
we're
group.
all there.
It's
We're
our,
a team.
it's our Purple Door Cottage. It's not just mine.
So we
It's
don't
not
all
just
have to spend
Drea's.
hours and hours and hours.
Yes, you just put them in there and that's where they get the
Wonderful.
education, everyone, and they don't have to get, I like people to get on live on Thursday, but everyone's schedule's different. They can watch the replay later. A
But-
lot of time Iva's busy doing something and she'll watch and then she'll say, I watched the replay.
Yes.
And then,
What about like, for Purple Door, our whatever.
Yeah,
Purple
our-
Door Cottage, do you highlight or feature your team members who like maybe discovered something or tried something new and they wanted to share? You know
yes,
what
I
mean?
encourage it. The only reason that they have to submit it and I have to push submit is because sometimes I would get things that were not asked compliantly, or they would post something. Now we can post our personal testimony. We can do that, but sometimes I get things that I'd be like, yikes, we can't. So that I could stay on there, I have to look at them first, but I always encourage people. I want people to post.
Yeah.
I want that because I don't want them to just see my face.
Or, cause like, when you go live and you do the education. and you
Yes.
Do the courses, would you consider saying like, hey, Mary is just she's fallen in love with Nisha,
Yes.
you know what I mean? And then Mary gets to go, oh, this is how it's just, like you were
Mhm,
saying, I started with an ounce a day,
Yeah.
but now blah, 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 you know what I mean?
Yes, please, Mary,
So that you
please.
get a
I want
break,
that.
yes.
Yes. I love that. And I
Okay.
always encourage that. And people always say, well, I can't do what you, I stumble over my words.
You just
All the
get on there
time,
and go.
And you
be
just go for it because I want it like a conversation. I don't want people to feel like they have to be this presenter with their PowerPoint. I want them just to feel like we're having a conversation with friends. And I want people to want to contribute and post.
Right,
So just go for it and do that. And when I'm doing the lives on Thursday, people, they
Yeah.
add in comments, but if there's anyone that wants to jump on, I encourage it.
And those of you that are not in Andrea's group, she
You
will
can be.
probably let you in.
Yes,
our
I'll let
Purple
anybody
Cottage.
in.
But we also have Green Diamonds. And so you're always welcome there. So
Yeah,
you can send anyone there.
and I think a
We
lot of
have
people.
greendiamondinfo.com. That is our website. And that's where this video, this recording will be on there. I will have Jamie set it up on there. Deborah's video will be on there from yesterday. Anything we do will go to greendiamondinfo.com, the website.
And I gotta figure out, can Jamie help me figure out how to put this on to? I don't know.
Yes.
Because I have a hard time getting my
You
Zooms
you
over
just
that.
email it to Jamie and she'll send it on.
I love Jamie.
I know. Jamie's my assistant and she does all the work actually. I do the fun stuff. Okay, so anybody have any questions? Mary?
no, I don't know, I think we're good, I keep.
So
I
what's
go
the
like-
first thing to do? What are you gonna do first?
Well, that is kind of what I was wondering, should I just hop on social media and start posting, or should I like phone a friend and set up a thing and like make it real before I make it virtual? That's kind of, because I am like really, really, really shy when it comes to social media. Like I peruse and I'll post some things if I'm promoting for the library or whatever, but like, I don't want to come out on social media. You know what I mean?
You want to come out? You're like, "Oh, that could go be good. That could be so many different ways.
Well,
Well,
I don't know what the.
I
first thing to
say, I mean, you don't have to necessarily get on live, but you can reach out to one of your friends to have the class. Because in-person classes do well, but you can announce that you're gonna have
do.
a class and say, hey, you can be totally transparent. You just, be vulnerable and say, I'm practicing my first class and I would love to practice. You can
Yeah.
do that.
I've been to 100, parties like that, eyelash parties and
Yeah.
what part, like, well, she was out of business for a while, but now she's back, and so we're just having a little thingy to get her going again, and okay, we all begrudgingly go. and-
Right.
But that's, I guess I
That
just,
was my reason for not building this when Deborah first asked me if I wanted to build Young Living. I hated going to those
Oh, yeah.
parties. I hated having to feel like I
Home
needed to buy
interior,
something.
remember home
Oh, I
interior?
bought so much home interior.
Oh,
and
my
stuff.
God.
Now you see it all at resale shop.
Oh, yeah, for $5 now. It used to cost 85.
I did
Yeah.
I went to Mary Kay parties. I went to Pampered Chef. I, still buy Pampered Chef. They're good products. I just hate to go
Yeah.
to those things.
Yeah. so that's, I think I actually do know my very first step is to look at my budget and
Mhm.
budget for 100 PV
Yes,
monthly.
yes.
Like, I think that's my first step.
And it's easy to, to spend 100 PV, but just, yeah, getting it in there. But then when you're ready, like we said, we will, I don't even, doesn't matter where it is. Where you're gonna do your first class. You just want to pretend I'm there as a guest, I will. No, whatever you need. And less is
But I think
more.
you can probably do this by yourself.
I think so too, because you're a pro, you do your yoga classes all the time. And
That's your call.
well, you could have been faking poses and Teresa and I would have done them, Mary, okay?
I know,
Yeah,
it's awesome.
you're right. So you really got it down.
Okay, you just said that you need to budget in your your monthly order.
Yeah, that's what I need to do for
Remember,
February.
remember that everything you do is a tax write-off.
I hadn't thought about that.
As every new product you buy is a tax write-off, because you have to
It's a
try it
business
to be able
expense.
to talk about it.
You know what? I had actually used them as tax write-offs for my yoga self-employed
Yes.
business as well, so. Okay,
The mileage to your sisters, the whatever, everything you do is a tax write-off.
that's right. Okay, the second thing I need to do is enroll my husband.
Yes,
Mhm.
But does he have to maintain a PV as well? Does his?
you can enroll him as a customer.
Okay, okay.
In fact, David is my customer.
Right.
He's
And
a
so he's
customer.
just on your level one?
Yes.
Mhm.
But he doesn't have legs, or does he have
No.
legs? Okay, he's just a guy who orders the things he
Mhm.
wants.
He doesn't know what he orders, trust me.
Yeah. You'll be ordering from him.
Do y'all have anything to add to this that would help?
Yeah, like, what did you do first?
What are your tips?
She's asking from you girls, what did you do first? How
Yeah,
did you get
Haven't even
started?
got on here still. We got 6, well, there's 5 of you on here. Nikki might be in the shower. She's getting ready for work. She was listening in the shower. Let me see. Linda, do you have any?
I have a question, but it's not part of that. I have a builder, or I'm sorry, I have a friend who I'm seeing her as a future builder for me, but she does Avon, and she's got, she knows how to get out there and promote, and she's got style, she's got charisma, but something's holding her back as far as doing Avon. And is there anything in place right now that, since she's doing Avon, can she still do Young Living?
Yes. Yes. she can.
Okay,
It's not.
She-
So, according to
Okay.
policies and procedures, if she has like a booth at an event or something, she can't have Young Living and Avon on the same table.
okay,
You can't
okay,
publicize, you can put them together, because
sure.
Avon has some, cleansing products, and we do too.
Right, okay, so my first step is to get her signed up, get the $14 brand partners kit, and then 15 PV, go set up, let's say a little class at our home, and anyone we sign up, I would want to enroll her for her sponsor, or would I do sponsor her, enroll her myself,
It depends on each individual one.
her
So if
friends?
Let's say
Okay.
that she has 7 people in her living room,
Uh-huh.
but one of them is someone that's your friend that just happened to come, then you're the
Sure.
enrolled there.
Okay,
But if
Okay.
5 of them or whatever you didn't even know them, you just came to
Right.
class, then she is the enroller and the sponsor.
so both, okay, so that would start her leg,
Right.
get her jump starting. Now, for commission, she would have to do 100 PV. Is that correct? Or can she still do the 50 PV and get bonus commission?
It's 50.
Commission?
It is, what happens, it compresses up now.
Yes,
So
so
it
she has what's
compresses up.
called CV. Until you're an executive, is that right? I know this
Okay.
is recorded now, but then it's all combined. So it would be her order, and if she had 2 or 3 other people, they all together have to equal 50.
Okay,
It may not even
Okay.
take an
100,
order.
it all has to,
It'd be 100.
100. It would all have,
Okay.
everybody combined would make 100.
So she may not even have to place an order, but she has enough people there.
yeah.
To make
Yeah.
Oh my God,
until
it's,
a certain rank.
Yeah, because my son
it's
went
so
down.
much better. Wow.
Yeah, my son went down to 50 a little bit, for a little bit there, because, and I said, son, he goes, well, I read the information. Apparently he does get into his virtual office. And so I said, why are you doing 50 now? And he said, because, oh, my compression is going up
Wow.
to 100. If the boy would only sell, thank you very much. That's a whole other Zoom.
Okay. All right, thank you.
But the sponsor always depends on the situation. So I look at each individual person that's in the room. And, you know, if I go and teach for somebody, 90% of the time, that other person, if I'm at their house, then everybody in there, she's the enroller and the sponsor. But if I happen to invite somebody, then of course I'm gonna be the
Sure.
enroller.
Okay.
What about you, Mary? Anything else?
No, I think I have a top 3 things to do next, like a task list. So
Great.
I did want to clarify, in order to earn bonus and commission, do I need to maintain a 50 PV order a month or 100 PV order a month? I could, because I wrote down both.
That's just what we were kind of.
I know,
explaining.
but-
No, I want you to ask, I asked it
The
still.
compression, you lost me.
I
on
know,
the
and I
compression.
shouldn't have said that because I threw everybody
Well,
off.
when we were talking about it earlier, when I told you, I made this statement, there's a little few caveats here that can think.
Yes,
Because I remember the CV. And what does CV stand for? This just came up in the past year or so.
The customer volume.
Customer volume.
Okay,
So
if-
until you hit a certain rank, their volume counts as yours. So you don't even
Mhm.
have to place an order.
but this
Okay.
is when you have a lot, I mean, in the beginning, it's not gonna be that way, so. When we
Well,
get
it
off,
may be, you and.
yeah, oh, that's true. Okay, so I don't wanna confuse everyone, should we,
It seems like it's case by case, so.
it is.
There is something that's totally written out, but if you enroll your husband and you order under him, then it's very likely you won't have to place an order yourself.
Okay.
I know this.
I'm
all right.
sorry, because I was
Okay,
just.
we're gonna log off of here because it's being recorded and
Okay, should
now
I
it's
stop
getting.
recording? I should stop recording, why not
Yeah.
do that? Okay, I'm gonna stop recording y'all, but I'm not hanging up on you.